People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now the first part of this video is to show you the difference in justice, the polar opposite sides of justice in Jamaica as it pertains to politicians, popo, and also influential persons versus the poor, versus the average Joe, versus the persons living in the garrison. Now this is about an incident that took place on Tuesday night, and it pertains to a councillor, and her name is Kari Douglas. She used to be on the PNP side and now she's on the JLP side. Now we know that there is a state of emergency or a curfew going on in Jamaica as it pertains to after 8 o'clock till 6 in the morning. You basically have to be inside. Now this particular incident has to do with this councillor, and this took place on Tuesday night, and she was pulled over by the Constant Spring Popo. We are speaking about on Meadowbrook Avenue or Meadowbrook Main. We are speaking about at about 9 something at the night. So people, if we do the maths, the curfew starts at 8 o'clock and she was pulled over by 9 something. However, when she was pulled over by the Popo, she was asked for her identification for proof that the reason why she's on the road, because the story that she gave the Popo is that she is coming from her constituency. She went to deal with some vulnerable persons. Now people, the truth and the facts that under the Disaster Management Act, if you are a councillor or you are related to some sort of politician, you have immunity. So therefore, you can be out after the curfew time. We are talking about 8 p.m. However, when she was asked by the Popo for her identification, she gave them a driver's license. Now people, this is a driver's license. This has nothing to do with that you're a MP, that you're a councillor, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. So unless this Popo knew her face or they were familiar with her. Now we have to remember, when we look at a lady like this, she looks like the typical, we are talking about uptown lady. And people, I don't want to sound ignorant or dark. I am just putting things in layman terms. I am just saying the truth. She look like the typical person that you would see uptown. She brown, she have nice pretty hair. She is fair skin, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. She is well spoken. So when the Popo see her, if they don't know her personally, so my point is that it's not like she's some big time celebrity that everybody and their mother are gonna know her, the dog, the puss, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. No, she is like an ordinary politician. She is not a top of the top politician. Like for example, I am speaking about a Andrew Holness or a Peter Phillips or Bountin, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. Some people might know her and most people won't know her. So anyways, when she was asked for her ID as it pertains that she's a member of the council, she's a member of the political group, we are talking about the KSMAC identification, she did not have it to prove. So therefore the Popo said that she needed some sort of identification to make them know who she is. So she called, we are speaking about the mayor, and she called somebody else, and that person was on the phone. And that person was telling the Popo, yes, she's this and she is that. However, before that occurred, it seems like she kind of get out of place and she started to get boisterous according to the Popo. Now people, we have to remember, we are speaking about Jamaica and we are speaking about the Popo. They are frightened for persons with accent. They are frightened for fair-skinned people. They are frightened for foreigners. So therefore, she is always going to get the benefit of the doubt. However, it seems like she was acting so bad that the Popo them basically get disgusted, because according to them, she was hurling all sort of disrespectful language. She was calling the Popo them idiot, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling, because they did not know who she is. So therefore, it seems like she felt like she was entitled and everybody's supposed to know her. She is some sort of international or global celebrity, so everybody's supposed to know her. So my point is this: she made it seems like once she mentioned her name to the popo, they should have known instantaneously who she is, because she's some sort of global superstar, and them supposed to drop to them knee and start to hail her like she is Christ. However, it seems based on the popo, based on what the popo is saying, and people remember there are always three sides to the story. We are talking about the popo side, we are talking about Kari side, and we are also speaking about the truth. Me just tell you what the popo said. So anyways, based on her action, she was also charged. She was charged for breaching, we are speaking the Disaster Management Act, and she was also charged for basically being boisterous. So therefore she was abusive to the popo. So she was taken in. So even though she claimed her side of the story is that she called some mayor or some sort of counselor to verify and validate her information or her identity, the damage was already done, because she started to cuss out the popo them and I call him all sort of idiot, rete, lele, blah, blah, bling. So therefore she was taken into custody and she received 2 charges. She received a charge of breaching the act and also abuse to the popo. Some sort of other thing. I don't remember exactly what it was. Now people, where this gets tricky is the fact that we are speaking about SSP Stephen McGregor. He started to interfere because at about 10 something, we are talking about that same night, 10:30 in the night, he came to the popo station and he claimed that he was sent by the commissioner of popo and he wanted to question the popo that were involved in the incident as it pertains to Kari Douglas. Now people, if we remember, we are speaking about this same top cop the other day when they were dissing this person that we were calling. We are talking about Fully Duns, and he was dissing the Prime Minister. We are talking about Andrew Holness and also the Popo and the Ministry of Health, and saying that he is not going in, him not go in, him a turn outside, him not go in bed. This was the same Popo that was on that case, that was in that viral video, that was talking about him catch the man under the bed, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. So people, I am just showing you the difference in the justice system in Jamaica, because the truth and the fact, like I said before, we are speaking about Kari Douglas. She is a uptown person, she is a brown skinned person, so she is always going to be given the benefit of the doubt as it pertains to the popo. So therefore she must have been acting very badly or out of place for them actually take her in and charge her. So people, now we have this big top cop we are talking about, SSP Steve McGregor. He is now defending her action. He is now claiming that he is sent by the commissioner of popo and he wants to interview the popo that basically took her into custody. Now people, you know, sister, that is the reason why Jamaica can never change. You don't see that is the reason why most persons, we're speaking about especially persons from the garrison, have no kind of respect for the popo, because obviously we see that there is always 2 sides to justice in a Jamaica. One side for the rich, one side for the popo, one side for the politician, and also one side for the persons that are influential, or persons that are called prominent in a society. So people, the point that I am trying to make is that because of her attitude, she was DEAD wrong, and even though she made a couple of calls to some mayor and some sort of counselor and they verified or validated her identity, it was too late. The damage was already done. And we have to also remember that this was the same person back in 2019 or 2018 that went up to the Bustamante Children's Hospital with her child, and because she was not given priority, she started to cuss out the doctor and confront the doctor. Rete, lele, blue, blah, blah. It went viral on social media. So people, we are speaking about a person with history that thinks that she is entitled, that thinks that she is above the law, and people supposed to drop to them feet and basically hail her like she is some sort of queen or some sort of celebrity because she has a link to politics. Her father is a politician, and also she is married to a councillor or a mayor. So people, she feels like she is entitled and she is above the law. However, she learned the wrong way. So people, there is a voice note that is out there. I want you to take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
You know, she is arrogant and she is out of order. she feels entitled. She have an air of entitlement, whether she orange or she green. But that's not my problem. My problem with this statement that I just read is that Steve McGregor, the same police who shamed the young man on social media for cursing out the Prime Minister and the police, and by extension the Jamaican people. This is the same police here now telling these police who were doing their job, because they say that this woman did not identify herself. She did not let herself be known as one of the exempted group. It's not like she's Michael Jackson, where everybody knows Michael Jackson and say, oh, MJ that, so we know where his affiliation is. That's not my point. This policeman who is arresting another man for doing the same thing that she was doing, or supposedly doing, is now telling the police that she have any right to say whatever she want to say to the police, and by extension to the government of Jamaica, and by extension to us. And here goes now, he's hypocritically defending her slackness. And not to mention him, here comes the mayor and his brother defending her again. Because what? She's the baby mother of the mayor. So who you sleep with determine how the law works for you, you know. Where you live determine how the law works for you. And my brothers and my sisters in this group, let me tell you, until the law is equal to me, you and everybody, and in respect of our zip code or our area code, we will be having these problems that we are having in Jamaica.
Now, people, like me say, this is about the hypocrisy as it pertains to justice in Jamaica, as it pertains to the politician, as it pertains to the popo, and also including, we are talking about some top cop, we are talking about Steve McGregor in this case, we are talking about SSP Steve McGregor. Now, like I said, this lady has an attitude, she has a history of being disrespectful. So therefore, when she does something like this, or the popo accuses her or alleged that she did something like that, we can only think that it is true, and people don't get it twisted, don't get it misconstrued. The popo, they have a way of twisting up stories and even telling lies. However, in this case, I will give them the benefit of the doubt, because the truth and the facts that we see that there is some obvious disconnect as it pertains to communication, because she is exempt, she is in the exempt group. However, if she starts to cuss out the popo, they are going to basically tune her out. They are not going to listen. So people, we can just imagine how badly she was acting if the popo did not give her the benefit of the doubt. If the popo did not give her that face card, we are talking about that uptown face card, which they usually get. So people, we can only come to the logical conclusion that the popo is right in this case. However, we see the hypocrisy as it pertains to these top popo. We see that they are looking out for each other. We see that whatever they do, they are always going to get the backing of their top friends. We are talking about people in a society. We are talking about top popo. We are talking about top politicians. So my point is that this is one of the reasons why Jamaica is like it is, because there's a genuine disregard or disrespect or lack of respect for the law. We are talking about the popo. We are talking about these politicians. Because the truth and the facts that most of the time these politicians, they are not honorable, they are dishonorable, they are disrespectful, and they have a blatant disregard or regard for law. We are speaking about the truth and rights of everybody in Jamaica. They feel like they are entitled, they feel like they are above the law. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.